Hello, hello, and welcome to another great Commander EDH deck tech. Today I have for you a new Commander 2016 deck that I just got. It is still very preliminary. It is Yidris Maelstrom Wielder. I just got this deck 2 days ago. It just came out. There's not too much online yet as far as completed decks. So I thought I would get a preliminary deck out there just for you to see. I just put this together. I've only gotten to play it twice, and one wasn't even a full game because pairings went up at draft, and we had to end our game prematurely. Some observations on this deck that I've made so far is it's very slow. It needs a lot of mana. So if you think you have too many land fetch cards, if you think you have too many mana rocks or too many lands in the deck, you probably don't. Everything is really high cost in here. Lots of 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. But what Yidris does is he gives everything in your hand Cascade when you deal combat damage. So that's what we're looking to do here. We're looking to cast something big to make sure we can Cascade it. And there's also a lot of Cascade guys in here. I had the Plane Chase 2012 Cascade deck, so I butchered that up to make this one a little bit better. So, like I said, this is a preliminary deck. So, comments would be very helpful. Also helpful to the channel would be a like, a subscribe, share them to your friends on Facebook and Instagrams and whatever the heck else you guys are into. I'm only on Facebook, so that probably makes me an old fuddy-duddy, but there we have it. Okay, so getting right into it. We have here Yidris, Maelstrom Wielder. He's a 5/4 Trampler. He is a 4-color, non-white commander. 5/4 Trample, and when he deals combat damage to a player, all the spells in my hand gain Cascade until the end of turn, which is insane. This, in my opinion, is the commander with the most potential out of this most recent set. Potential is something other people use. I build junky decks that I threw together just to play kitchen table magic, basically. But let's get into it. Command Tower. Get our mana base first. Rupture Spire. There we go. It's 5-color. Exotic Orchard. Because chances are not everybody's going to be playing mono white decks, so that'll be very useful. Temple of Mystery, a Scryland. Need to get some more Scrylands for this deck. This is my last one in my binder, so yeah, that'll have to be a thing. Rakdos Carnarium, Simic Growth Chamber, Shadow Blood Ridge. I like how this deck came with these. I don't know what the hell you call these lands. The pay 1, tap it, makes 2 lands. Somebody help me out with that in the comments, maybe. Life gain lands, Thornwood Falls, Jungle Hollow, Rugged Highlands, Swift Water Cliffs. Again, there's probably better cards than that, but I just put this deck together, so hasn't gotten fine-tuned well enough yet. Certainly not on the mana base. Cinderglade, Frontier Bivouac. Yeah, to me it looks like it's like a giant skull that somebody has set up camp in. Don't know what the hell that is, so there we go. Crumbling Necropolis. Because where else would you rather hang out than a graveyard that's falling apart? Savage lands. Because this is a savage deck for savages. Opulent Palace, because, you know, hey, let's hang out in an opulent palace after we've hung out in some savage lands and a broken down graveyard, right? Terramorphic Expanse for some fetchins and some more fetchins. And a Reliquary Tower, because pretty much every EDH gets one of these. Not everyone should, I guess. Some basics. I got some forests and some islands and some swamps and some mountains. And then we have cards. Cards for playing. First we have Burgeoning. An excellent card for getting more lands out. Like I said, we need lands. Sylvan Library. Probably the 6th Sylvan Library that I own, or this is probably my 8th Sensei's Divining Top. I really got to get some proxies of these made so I don't have to keep buying them. Sensei's Divining Top, because we always play a top in Commander. Because we are tops. Lightning Greaves, because Yidris needs some shoes. Whisper Silk Cloak, because he thinks he's Harry Potter and he needs to hide. Felwar Stone for some Mana Rocks. Mana Rocks. More Mana Rocks. Everflowing Chalice. Worn Power Stone. Mana Rocks galore. Commander Sphere. Recto Signet. For some reason I put my signets all out of order here. Soul Ring. Chromatic Lantern. This deck comes with this card, so if you're looking for this card, this is the deck it's in. More Mana Rocks. Moving on. We got Cultivate for some fetching. Far Wanderings for more fetching. And Kodama's Reach, because we need some fetching. Alright, moving on to my overly expensive sorceries. Grave Upheaval, get a dude back and maybe fetch a land, but mainly get a dude back from the grave. And we want that to have Cascade, so we can Cascade for 6. Decimate, some good removal. Army of the Damned, because why not have a damned army? An undamned army would just be, you know, so basic white chick. So there we go. We got Army of the Damned. Definitely a great Cascade target. Spell Twine, another great Cascader. With Yidris. Lets me cast 2 other Enchants and Sorceries out of graveyards. One from my graveyard, one from somebody else's. Can't beat that. Treasure Cruise. Good target for Cascading because it's an 8 cost, but, you know, we're not going to really pay 8. Even though I totally played 8 in a game today. Because I was that... I had an empty graveyard and I was just that hard up for cards. Windfall for some drawing. Reforge the Soul for some more drawing. Wheel of Fate for some more drawing. And what's this? Rush of Knowledge for more drawing. And more drawing, whispering madness. And here's something new. Removal in Garruk's Wake. That's a winner right there. Pay that 9 and wipe everything out. Parting Thoughts. We have some removal and some drawing. And what's this? More removal and more drawing. Decree of Pain. Fact or Fiction, not really drawing, but it's drawing. Curtain's Call, removal. Ancient Excavation, guess what? It's drawing. Evacuation for some removal. Bituminous Minios. Yeah, that. Blast. We just call it Bitchy Blast. How about that? Keeping it moving. Chaos Warp. Great removal. And, you know, maybe if you know what's on top, I guess you wouldn't because you had to shuffle it, huh? Dig Through Time. 8 cost that we delve down way lower. And great for cascading. So, guess what? More drawing! Jace, the Mind Sculptor. A little bit of library manipulation for cascades. And drawing. Nicol Bolas, Planeswalker. Some great removal. Chandra, removal and drawing. Can you tell this deck likes to draw stuff? I threw an Arlen Cord in here because she was sitting in my library, or my binder, and she was looking kind of sad. So I added her in there. Some wolf protection and some buffs. Rashmi, Eternity's Crafter we have here for pseudo cascade. Coiling Fang Oracle for some drawing. Kydel, Chosen of Krufix. With all that drawing, why wouldn't we play this guy? Add 1 colorless mana for each card we've drawn this turn. You know how many things we've already drawn that are drawing. So there we go. 1/1 guy, gets 1/1 counters based on instants and sorceries and all graveyards when it comes into play. And then we can draw with him too. Horizon Chimera. Whenever we draw a card, we gain a life. And we do draw cards. Gamekeeper. For some great fat creatures. Ikra Shidiki, the Usurper. More like Tongue Twister, the hideous thing sitting on that chair over there. Yeah, that's it. Some life gain. And Vile Smasher of the Fierce, because what's more fierce than somebody who smashes vials? For some good damage. Clint Eye Nephilim. I don't really know what a Nephilim is. The only Nephilim I know is the Diablo 3 guy, and this does not look like him. This looks like a nightmare that you've had when you had too much absinthe. All right, moving on. Wall of Blossoms for drawing. Tassiger, the Golden Fang. This guy's amazing. A 4/5 that you can make 1, and you get stuff out of your grave with him. Fantastic. Great ad for this deck because of the delve. Makes them nice and cheap. Good for Yidris. Bane of the Living for some removal. Some Duplicate for some removal. Marchesa the Black Rose, because we don't want our guys to die. And we want them to become a little bit bigger. So, yeah, there we go. Sangromancer, probably one I can get rid of, I think. Some life gain. Consuming Aberration. Basically just a big dude, right? Blood Tyrant, big dude. Birdies of Paradise for some mana. Satyr Wayfinder for some lands. And moving on, we got our Cascading dudes. We've got Cathari Remnant, Cascader. Ethereum Horn Sorcerer, Cascader. Shardless Agent. Maybe we should hold it that way. Oh, look, I can see your face now. And maybe we'll just turn it right back, because, yeah. Cascader. Maelstrom Wanderer. This is the Plane Chase 2012 original art. I like this one a lot better than the new art. And Bloodbraid Elf, and that concludes our Cascaders and our deck. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Let me know what I should take out, what you think I should add. Comments, constructive criticisms, jokes, pickup lines, whatever. I don't care. Get conversation going. Like, subscribe, share, do a little dance, whatever. And have a great day.